Iceland is one of the most incredible countries we've ever visited, but it's also one of the easiest places to waste money if you're not prepared. We flew there for just £65, yet our full trip still ended up costing thousands. After driving 1,920 miles around Iceland in winter, we quickly realised most tourists make the exact same mistakes. Some cost money, some cost valuable time, and some can seriously affect your trip. So before you book anything, here are 10 Iceland tourist mistakes to avoid. We're Callum and Ryan from Icelandic Adventure. We spent 10 days driving the ring road around Iceland in January, and we've added some useful links in the description below from companies we personally used or recommend. That includes car hire, camper van hire, winter gear rental, and the Aurora app we use ourselves. So if anything helps you plan your trip, feel free to check those out below. Now, Reykjavík is brilliant. Great food, nice atmosphere, colourful streets, coffee shops, bars. It's a lovely capital city. But one of the biggest mistakes tourists make is staying there for the entire trip. Because Iceland's real magic is outside of Reykjavík. The waterfalls, the glaciers, the black sand beaches, the mountain roads, the tiny fishing villages, the raw open landscapes. If you only stay in the city, you'll have a nice break, but you won't see the Iceland most people dream about. Even hiring a car for just a couple of days can completely transform your trip. Iceland has some great food, but eating out every day gets expensive fast. A burger meal can easily cost £20. Pizza, similar. A sit-down dinner for two with drinks can easily become £70 or more without trying. Do that every day and your budget disappears quickly. What we'd recommend is mixing it up. Use supermarkets like Bonus, Kronan or Netto. Buy breakfast bits, sandwiches, snacks, drinks. Then treat yourself to proper meals every few days. You still enjoy Icelandic food without spending a fortune. This one is huge. Tourists massively underestimate Iceland weather. You can wake up to sunshine and be driving through snow an hour later. Conditions can change incredibly quickly. Strong winds, ice, heavy rain, low visibility, and especially in the winter. Never just look out the hotel window and assume you're fine. Check the forecast daily, check road conditions, and always have a backup plan. We also recommend the Hello Aurora app, especially if you want Northern Lights updates, forecasts, and sightings. That's linked below as well. Because in Iceland, the weather decides what happens, not your itinerary. A lot of people plan Iceland like a city break. They pack every day with 10 stops, 3 waterfalls, 2 beaches, a lagoon, museums, then a 4-hour drive. But Iceland distances are deceptive. Places may look close on a map, but weather, roads, parking and stops all add time. Some of our best moments happened when we slowed down, stopping at a random viewpoint, having lunch with a mountain view, watching the sky change, enjoying the drive. You don't need to tick off every attraction. Iceland is better experienced slowly. Many tourists never go north, and we think it's a mistake. Northern Iceland felt quieter, calmer, and less crowded. Akureyri is a fantastic town. Beautiful setting, great cafes and bars, great vibe. Then you've got Húsavík, geothermal areas, and one of our favourite lagoons, the Forest Lagoon. The north feels like a completely different side of Iceland. So if you've got the time, don't just do the south coast and leave. Now, a lot of tourists automatically book the Blue Lagoon first, and yes, it's iconic, but it's not your only option. There are now loads of lagoon choices across Iceland. The Sky Lagoon, Forest Lagoon, Secret Lagoon, Lagaris Lagoon, and more. Some are cheaper, some are quieter, some are more scenic, and some more relaxing. So don't just book the most famous one first. Choose the one that suits your route and your budget. Now, if you're hiring a car or a camper van, transport costs matter. We drove 1,920 miles around Iceland. That's a lot of fuel. and fuel in Iceland can be expensive. Many people price flights and hotels, then forget petrol completely. If you're hiring a normal car, we'd recommend checking out Blue Car Rental, which is one of Iceland's most trusted rental companies. And if you're doing a road trip like we did, we used Campeasy for our camper van and had a really good experience. Both are linked below if you're comparing options. And make sure you always factor in fuel, parking, tunnel tolls if relevant, mileage and extra detours. Still worth it? Absolutely. But budget properly. Now, you don't need expensive expedition gear, but you do need the right layers. Waterproof outer layer, warm mid layers, hat, gloves and good footwear, because Iceland wind cuts through bad clothing very quickly. And once you're cold and wet, even beautiful places become miserable. We also recommend Iceland camping equipment in Reykjavík, if you'd rather rent bulky winter gear instead of packing it. They're brilliant and they're linked below too. That can save suitcase space and money. So everyone wants to see the Northern Lights, but many tourists assume they're guaranteed. They're not. You need darkness, clear skies, solar activity and luck. We were lucky enough to witness an incredible display, but many people waste evenings randomly driving around with no plan. Use forecast apps, watch cloud cover and get away from city lights. And most importantly, be patient. And enjoy the experience either way. If they appear, amazing. If not, Iceland still gives you plenty. This is probably the biggest myth. Yes, Iceland can be expensive, but it doesn't have to be. There are endless free waterfalls, free scenic stops, free hikes, free beaches, free viewpoints, cheap supermarket meals, reasonable guest house if booked early, and cheap flights if timed right. Some of our favourite moments in Iceland cost absolutely nothing. Just standing somewhere incredible, taking it in and being there. Iceland is genuinely one of the most amazing places we've ever visited. And avoiding these mistakes can save you money, save stress and make your trip much better. If you're planning your own trip, all of our recommended links are in the description below, including car hire, camper van hire, Aurora forecast app and winter gear rental. All services we've personally used or would genuinely recommend. If this video helped you, subscribe for more honest Iceland travel guides and let us know in the comments, what do you most want to know before visiting Iceland? Thanks for watching and we'll see you on the next one.